nice start.
Hello, I just knocked my microphone. Harry, take it away.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Night Time podcast featuring Dylan without a camera.
Well, I've not got a cat because I don't have
No
one.
one cares. And featuring Buddy, a dog, a Staffordshire Bull Terrier. Say hi, Buddy.
There you go.
Oh, come on. And welcome to the Night Time podcast. So, as I said, a little thing that I do before we start the podcast.
No. Actually, I want to get something out of the way first.
Oh my god, alright.
The Mwan's channel. I'm only going to use that for videos now. I'm not going to be doing my streams on there anymore because it just doesn't seem to work for me. So I'm going to be moving back to the YPH channel, doing streams there. And if me and my girlfriend or I want to do a video on my own, we're going to do them on the Mwan's channel. The Mwan's channel will still be active, but not for live streams. That is going to be the YPH channel now. So, Harry, take it away.
I don't like how both of the levels go up as soon as you speak, like both of them go high up.
I'm not doing this all the time because it hurts.
It hurts. So,
You have to edit it. If we're both loud at some point, just edit it out. Go.
So, as tradition that I started in the last podcast, we are going to read comments. So, my phone isn't exactly being good this time. So, let's get it off.
Oh, before Harry continues this as well, the mess behind Harry that you see, ignore it. I'm in the process of moving house, so that's why.
So, Shrek's cousin, why are you such a freak? I'd also like to know if I wanted to be a freak like you, where would I start and have you got any tips?
Just a quick disclaimer, Buddy was going to sleep then. Carry on.
Just be me. That's all you have to do. Go, Gene, a bit more of a better one. This podcast topic is very important. Good job on organising this podcast in these very uncertain times. It's important that you make a video on this. It doesn't matter if you have 34 subs to 2,000. We have to spread this message that black equality is being ignored. Also, the writing isn't helping, especially with the virus is still a thing. So I thought I'd change things up and talk about topics which need to be addressed. And Team Master put, good point. And Team Master also put, I haven't thought you'd continue this, but as long as you did now. But I also think that you've done it for the greater good.
Nice.
For the greater good. Last comment from Swashbuckling Sam No Teeth. Why does my poo look like...
Sam No Teeth?
Yeah.
Nice.
Why does my poo look like coal and full of mucums?
Alright.
Thank you so much. Also, everyone knows Huxel. I've been voice snapping him. So let's just read his voice snap.
I'll fucking kill you in real life, shut you fat gun, I'll just kill you. I'll fucking kill you.
So we're going to have to censor that.
Might have to censor it. But, hello Huxel, we're currently doing it. So you're going to have a little cameo in. Your little snap that you sent me then is going to have a cameo in. So well done. Well done for what you did. So there we go. That's that out the way.
There we go. See, I don't really have any topics to talk about this week. I'm very unorganised, unlike Harry. But I'm going to just improv and go off what Harry needs to say. Harry does have a very funny story that happened to him the other day. I find it insanely hilarious. He basically got battered. He lost a fight to a sign. So, Harry, if you want to tell a story, then go on.
I might show an image of the actual pub, but not the pub name, because I like to keep my...
Also, show an image of your head as well. Best
No,
call.
we can't.
Do you stitches?
The stitches one. We might show a blurred type image of the ketchup that was on my head. Yes, YouTube, it was just ketchup.
But anyway, Harry's got a big story, so go on.
Right. So it all started last Friday. It was literally really recent. And I can see Dylan laughing over there. So I was just going on my regular old bike ride. And then my friend who I was with was stopping at another point. And I was going another way. We're making a pit stop. We've been biking for about 10-15 minutes at this point. So then I decided to make, just to go a different route. As I was looking at my friend, I was going, yeah, we'll stop there. I completely and obliterated a sign with my head. Headbutted it. So at first it was sort of like shock. And I was like, whoa, what's just happened then? I thought it's, regular head bang. And then blood started pouring out of my head. So I got a bit worried because I've never really had a head cut before. It's a bit of a new concept to me. It's not something that I've really had to deal with. And after that, I just started bleeding. I was like, God, what do I do? I'm bleeding from my head. This could be bad. And it turns out head cut injuries aren't even that bad. It depends what kind of head cut injury.
Well, they are bad. They're really bad, but like, yeah, no, it depends on how hard you hit your head.
Basically, I researched it, and basically because there's a lot of blood vessels going to your brain, because your brain needs oxygen all the time, obviously, so you can live and think.
Did you genuinely research it, like Google it?
I did, yeah, I was really curious.
Well, Google is, you know, if you Google your symptoms, it's probably going to tell you that you got like a brain hemorrhage and you're going to die. Because you could have a headache and Google something and it's like, yeah, you're dying, basically. Basically, just rip. You've got 2 weeks to live. Rip in peace.
Yeah, so I researched it. Obviously, I popped some kind of blood vessel in my head. I don't know, it was something like that. That's what Google told me. Because there's a lot of blood in your head.
You didn't pop a vessel. You just literally cut your skin. That was it. You'd like a cut on your hand. You just did that to your head.
It looks a lot worse than it was. It turns out it wasn't that bad. So, yeah, it was bleeding a lot. I didn't know what to do. So the first thing my instinct told me to do was take my jacket off. It was this jacket as well. Don't worry, it's clean now. This jacket I wrapped around my head and tied it. My friend tied it, actually. I just put it around my head. And then I called my mum.
Mummy! I've hit my head, Mummy!
No, what I did was I just said, don't panic, but I've had an accident. I've hit my head and I'm bleeding. And then they went and picked me up. And then as I was in the car, obviously, because my mum works in a hospital, she did a couple of concussion tests, like asking, what year is it? You know, just to make sure you haven't got a concussion. As soon as I got home, at this point, Dylan was informed, and
my immediate reaction was just to laugh as loud as I possibly can. And I've just recently learned that my mum did concussion tests on him, which is even funnier. It just makes his story a lot more spicy than it needs to be. But yeah, my initial reaction was, how can you not ride a bike? Because this is not the first time, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, he's fell off a bike. He fell off a bike whilst he was behind me. I don't even know what happened. I weren't looking, but all I heard was bang, 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 ow. And apparently you went over your brake, yeah?
I clicked my front brake and then I just completely went over. I wasn't even going at a fast speed.
So Harry, at the age of 16, cannot ride a bike. So elaborate on that, Harold.
So as soon as I got home, Dylan was informed. He rang me whilst I was just sat there with a towel around my head. I looked a bit... Never mind. Nice. So... Where am I? So yeah, also my cousin as well, who was at my house at the time, knows how to do stitches because she also used to work in a hospital. So it was dealt with pretty well. I didn't have to go to hospital or anything like that, or any medical centres. I just got treatment at home where... hello dog. Where I just had stitches done, and I had them in for about 2 days. I did go out the day after, which you could see as stupid, but I didn't go out on my bike for 3 days. I've been back on my bike now. Me and Dylan sometimes go on bike rides. I go on bike rides with my friend down a really long road, and it's a good way to exercise. Dylan does need exercise as he's really large.
Believe it or not, Harry has friends, which I didn't realise until now. And I don't need exercise. I'm a lot fitter than Harry, so... If you can believe that. If you know Harry, you know how much he looks like a stick, so...
Yeah, I hope you don't believe that, guys. Come on.
Right, what else have you got to talk about then?
I'm not done yet.
Okay, go on.
So as I was obviously still running with adrenaline, still with a bit of shock because I've never had a head injury before, I messaged Dylan these famous goddamn words.
Oh, they're famous. Oh, they are indeed famous. And it was basically Harry just being a hypochondriac, but it was... some of the funniest three words that Harry has ever said to me. And I will say it in the most Harold way that I can do it. I feel tired, lol. Yeah. Those are the words. And basically Harry saying, I feel tired, I've got a concussion, Dylan, I'm dying. So it was hilarious, because I know what Harry's like. He's like my mum, he's an hypochondriac, so... Yeah.
I am not a hypochondriac. Yeah. That is completely untrue.
Course,
those claims are completely untrue and disgusting. So yeah, I told him I feel tired, lol. So he proceeded with a bunch of laughing faces and ha-ha. So he was really supportive in my situation. You know, I couldn't have asked for anyone better to be so supportive in my situation, laughing throughout the whole thing. To be honest though, it is laughable.
Well, if you don't laugh, it's either laugh or cry. I mean, you don't want to get serious about it. You obviously want to make light of situations like that.
Anything that happens to me, I always proceed it with laughter? Why would you proceed it with being upset? You know, so it was just all laughs and that after that, you know. And then I was back on my bike 3 days later, and it's still not fully healed because it was a week ago, but there is still some kind of lump. But I don't have stitches anymore, and for 3 or 4 days I had to have side parting, so the stitches didn't come out, and they were horrible. It looked a bit like that. Look at me. You don't want this haircut. You do not want. Well, if you actually have this haircut, you probably suit it. I don't. So yeah.
If you have that haircut, please get your haircut.
Yeah. No hate towards anyone. Just that. You know, I just don't suit that haircut, and I don't really like that haircut. Yeah. So Dylan, speaking of bike rides, speaking of going on bike rides, why don't you discuss your sad, actually serious story about what you encountered 2 days ago, or was it yesterday? Mute my mic whilst you're talking about it, because it's basically your taking the role.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know you was on about it first, but yeah. My story is 2 nights ago, I went on a bike ride. Around 10 o'clock, half 10, 11.
Disclaimer, everyone, this is actually a sad story. I'm not lying.
Yeah, but if you didn't hear him, this is it's a sad story. I went on a bike ride about half 10, 11 o'clock, just because I thought, screw it, I want to go on a bike ride. And I got down some, if you want to call it motorway, or well, let's just say motorway, because it is just a long stretch of road with a speed limit of 70. So yeah, let's just say that. I was going down a motorway on my way home, and 2 police cars zoomed past me, as fast as they possibly could, and they stopped at the corner, like the turn off that I was taking. Got there, and there was a truck that got pulled over, and you actually have the video, don't you? So you can show like.
I'll show some of the clips, yeah.
He said he'll show some of the clips, but I got to the crossing where I needed to turn off to get home. A lorry without its like trailer got pulled over, and I thought nothing of it. I just thought, obviously a lorry's done something like bad or whatever, and they've got pulled over. It turns out Harry sent me a news clip the next day, or clipping, like an article the next day. Someone died. I had no idea, and I recorded it just to, like, for if I wanted to show my girlfriend or Harry or whatever. But yeah, apparently the lorry that I saw pulled over absolutely demolished a car, obviously a smaller car, that had an 81-year-old man inside, and he died at the scene, which is obviously very sad. But yeah, it was just a shock because I didn't know that's what I witnessed, but I didn't witness the crash, obviously, I just witnessed the scene. But yeah, it was bad, like obviously like the article, but it didn't look bad at the time when I was there. But rest in peace to the guy. Didn't realise that's what happened at the time. Harry, any words?
Yeah.
Oh, before Harry goes on, yeah, Harry will show like just like the end clip, because it's where I record the flashing blue lights, the police car. So I pulled out the camera because there's blue lights up there, and they've just vanished now, as in police. And it was there for a while because it took me ages to get to this point now. So they pulled the truck over. What for? I don't know. And yeah. And the article.
Yeah, rest
Without
if you just give away our location.
I'm telling you now so you can edit it. Put the article in without this logo at the top. Some people don't know.
How long are we in?
13 minutes.
Right, I'll remember that. So yeah, rest in peace to that guy. Obviously very sad, very, very awful way to go really in a car accident when, you know, you're going on a late night drive. So yeah, rest in peace to that man. Why don't we talk about how little trips that I made. I don't know if I went to a football stadium biking it there. I was pretty happy about that. Dylan doesn't like...
Here we go. This is literally where Harry brags for about 5 to 10 minutes about how he ridden to a stadium which he didn't technically ride to. He was at a park next to the stadium. So Harry is going to deny all the claims I've just made, but that's the truth.
I went to the stadium because Dylan didn't like how I only took a camera, took a picture.
Took a camera. Harry took a camera.
Took a picture of the stadium where it wasn't exactly, I was right next to it, you know, a park in between. He believes that I never actually went to the stadium, but I did.
Because you didn't.
I did. Shut up, you hairy man.
You didn't.
I did.
You didn't.
I did.
You didn't. You didn't.
So anyway, yeah, I've been going on long bike rides because, you know, quarantine and that, you know, it's always best to get some exercise. So I think I bike ride in total 25 miles that day, which is it's pretty lit if you ask me. Dylan, why don't we move to the topic of bike riding? Have you got any stories about you bike riding? Anything interesting?
I've actually got one funny story. Why is my mic? Oh, something's happened to my mic here.
What's happened?
Hello. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I do have a funny story. It's a short one. I was on my way to get some new glasses, because I wear glasses, because as you can see from the wonderful picture on your screen right now, I do wear glasses. But I didn't have any for 4 months, so as you can probably tell, your eyesight tries to go back to normal without glasses. So I went to the opticians, on my bike, like a stupid idiot. Got the new glasses on, all that stuff, you know, everything was fine and dandy. My vision was a bit, like, weird, just because I've not had glasses for a while. Tried to get on the bike, or jump on the bike, fell off it, next to a pub, in front of loads of people, loads of the locals. They all laughed at me. They all said, "Are you drunk, mate?" I was like, "No, just got some new glasses," whether they can believe it or not. Also, just hit myself. And that was the most embarrassing moment of my life, I've got to say, yeah. You know, falling off a bike because I needed glasses in front of loads of people. Yeah, that's one funny bike story that I've got, and the only. Yeah. Well, I've got another one. It's kind of bad, this one. Like, it involves a bit of a thievery. But I was at work, and I didn't like the work I was at, and I was leaving, like, for good. Like, it was my last shift. I was like, I'm going, blah blah blah. My bike was broke at the bike station. So I saw my boss's bike. So what I did is I took the lock off my broken bike, put it on his, took it and bolted. And I still have that bike. It's upstairs in my house, but it's broke. It's all mangled and took apart. But yeah, Dylan the thief, everybody. Dylan the thief.
We need the hashtag Dylan is a thief trending on Twitter. Oh yeah, follow me on Twitter. Actually, it's in the description. I have like 40 followers.
Before everyone slates me, by the way, it was justified. If you knew how the boss treated us at the place I was, you'd understand why I did it. You know, if you really, really hated someone that much, you'd do something to spite them. You'd understand. You would understand.
I have many embarrassing stories, but I can't remember what one specifically. Probably one that when I was walking to school, some man said hello. I didn't know if he was saying it to me, so I just said hello back, and he was actually saying it to another man, and I was just there like walking away like that. This is like 3 years ago. But yeah, that was it's like one of those little cringe moments, and
it's almost as cringy as when like you get your order from a restaurant and they say enjoy your food, and you're like, yeah, you too, and you're like, I just want the ground to swallow me, and I just combust and die right now.
That's never happened to me.
Didn't say it was. I said it's happened to people. I said it's not as. I said basically it's nearly as cringy as that happening to someone, because it does happen.
You know that podcast that we did a year ago? The one that got like 50 views, so we didn't do as well. I reckon we talk about some stories from that in this, and I do remember what we talked about. We talked about the piano incident. We also talked about, what was it? It was in my head, but no, it's not. So the piano incident and the incident that I had in a park where I almost got shanked.
I don't remember this one. The piano incident, I don't really recall. But one thing I can tell you, the piano that Harry is going to speak about now was exactly where he is sat. So the piano was where that couch is, but now obviously the previous owners moved out, so it's not there anymore. But Harry, go on.
So, just for a bit of context, Dylan used to live with my auntie, who's now got another house, who used to live here, but now he rents this house from my auntie. You know, a bit of a one to wrap your head around. And I used to sleep every Friday. Dylan used to have his own room upstairs, and so normally we would just play games, get food. This was like in year 6. I was pretty young back then. You know, I got manipulated by this haunted piano. You know,
Pretty fit.
What did you just say?
Nothing.
Anyway, so this haunted piano. So we were just staying upstairs, and out of nowhere, at about midnight, 1 a.m., I randomly heard the piano play. Just out of nowhere, the piano played. Yeah, this isn't a joke either. This is what I can just recall. And then I remember telling Dylan I just heard the piano, and then Dylan, the 20-year-old man, I think he was, shat himself and was like, oh my god, right, like, when you get in the room, oh my god.
Yes, because what people don't realise is this is a really big house that I'm in right now. Obviously, this is the house that it happened in. This is a big house, and at night, it's scary. I lived there on my own for a while, and I am not gonna lie, I shat myself, because it's a scary bloody house. And apparently, I heard someone died in this house in the 80s, so take that as you will.
Okay, well that's a bombshell that he's dropped on me. Anyway.
On that bombshell.
On that note, so yeah, there was a haunted piano. Dylan got scared. I got scared because I don't know. I just really did. And yeah, nothing happened. But one day, actually, I remember my uncle who lived here, who's no longer my uncle because my auntie and him are divorced, I think. Said, make sure, because Dylan was at his girlfriend's, I was playing on Dylan's Xbox. He said, Dylan, I think this is the same day as well. Dylan left the door unlocked until he came in at around 11:30, so it was unlocked for about 5 hours. And he came in, the door was unlocked, and he left it unlocked overnight. You dodgy man. You left the door unlocked. And I was the one who had to make sure it was locked, and I didn't, because I forgot, because I thought... You said
You're just as dodgy as me.
I was in year 6.
I was in year 10. I don't know.
You wasn't. You was about 20. You stupid man.
When was?
No, you was what, 18, 19.
No, I was 17.
18. I don't care. Shut up.
Anyway,
So,
I was 17.
17. So yeah, he left the door unlocked overnight, and I think this is the same day about haunted piano. And he was adamant that he actually locked the door. You're right, dog. Come on, bro. Way. So, yeah, he was adamant that he locked it, and he left it unlocked like the naughty boy he is. Now, Dylan, it's time for dog stories. This wasn't the original plan, but I reckon we talk about all of our dog experiences, how you got him, about me having a dog, now I don't have a dog, and how Dylan got Buddy, and some experiences with Buddy, and his previous dog that you had in your shared house. So go on, Dylan, take the camera. You talk about your little other dog first, and I'll talk about my other dog, which has actually made a cameo on my channel called Leo, which I don't have anymore.
That is a bro moment right there. Anyway, so let's start from the beginning. Yeah, I was in a shared house. It was terrible years of my life, horrible years. And it was a greyhound mixed with like something dog that was obsessed with me, hated its owner because its owner was just a knob. And I was going to take it into this house to be fair, but we give it back and all that stuff. There's not really any stories with that one. No, apart from the fact I was in the park once and someone tried to buy him off me. I was like, no, it's not mine, so you're going to have to ask his owner. But anyway, so Buddy, I've got one funny story about Buddy when I bought him. Because, again, don't take this the wrong way. I bought him for £40. Because...
Which in dollars is about $30, something like that.
Well, in dollars it's about 36, 37, something like that. But I got him for like £40 because of some second-hand site as well, if you can believe it or not. But, because...
On the black market.
It's a site called Gumtree. You might know what it is. Because his owner just didn't. Well, his owner like wanted him but couldn't look after him and was moving away, so Buddy had to come or go somewhere else. So I looked on the internet because me and my girlfriend at the time wanted a dog, wanted a pet, and we saw him, and then we seen the price, said we can't match it, but we'll try in a few weeks. He said, "Well, I want him gone today." So it was like, "This is how much I've got." I was like, "Fine, I'll bring him down." And then that is the story of how I got Buddy. He's run off a few times because he's a staff. Staffs are known for running away. They're just annoying. But yeah.
He's now laying on his back on me.
Oh yeah, the dog obviously. That how it's got that. That's Buddy. That's my dog.
He likes me.
He is a Staffordshire Bull Terrier, and a lot of people hate on bull terrier dogs. I don't know why, because he's the softest dog in the world, as you can see from the camera. But Harry, can we?
Oh no, I want to talk about Buddy first.
Oh well, Harry wants to talk about Buddy, and then we're going to transition it into Harry's long lost dog.
So yeah, Buddy is a nice dog. He doesn't bite or anything like that. I remember because Dylan went to Scotland for the weekend, and I stayed here, and he was fine. He doesn't bite or anything like that. He doesn't do anything like that. He's the nicest dog you'll ever meet. Also, with the little reputation that pit bulls, is it?
Well, the whole breed bulls, yeah, like staff bulls, pit bulls. Like you can get English bull. Well, I don't know what the other one is. Like, yeah, just a bull terrier breed.
I don't believe it's the dogs that are born angry. I believe that it's the owners who bring them up to be fighter dogs, and then they are like, "Whoa, my dog's just attacked that other dog or that other person." When you bring them up to be fighters, treat your dog better. If you treat your dog in a soft way, but in a way disciplined, they're gonna end up like this and just be soft as anything. The only time he gets angry if you pick him up by his back, which anyone would. He just goes, "Arr!" He doesn't bite you, but...
And it's not even angry, it's just him basically saying, "Get off." You know, I don't like being picked up like that, which, you know, is understandable. He's never shown aggression, really. Apart from, like, when you hoover up. But that's when if you come close to if you put the hoover close to him, that's when he shows aggression. But, yeah.
Because I remember once you had the fan on. He hates, from what I know, he hates fans. And we had the fan on and he was barking. He very, very, very rarely barks. And he started barking at the fan and trying to attack it. But if you're a human, he loves humans, so you're fine about that. He actually gets so excited to seeing me, or Dylan sometimes, like he wheezes everywhere.
Literally gets... My mic's gone off again. Literally gets so excited he cannot contain his bladder. So... Which is annoying, having to clean it up all the time. Harry, transition into whatever you want to say. Or I want to carry on and talk about Buddy. What about it?
I don't think there's any more Buddy stories. I'm looking for my phone.
Edit that in then, because he just yawned on the camera. Ow.
Lovely.
Oh, he's now coming over to me.
He now wants to have some time with his owner. So anyway, let's talk about my dog. I got a dog in August, late August, just before my birthday. I think it was just after my birthday, which was I had quite the birthday. Called Leo. He was an American bulldog. He was a bit less disciplined, a bit more outrageous than Buddy. He didn't. The only type of aggression he's stretching. Oh god, he didn't show much aggression. It was just in the form of being playful. It was a bit boisterous, if you could say. But overall, he was an alright dog. We had him until early January. Thanks, dog. Until he had to go because we couldn't look after him. Still don't like my dad for that. Yeah, my dad got rid of him. Because, I don't know. I still have mixed views about how my dad, you know... His tongue's just gone on my pants, nice. About how my dad liked him, but my dad, overall, my dad didn't like the dog and he got rid of it. So he just took matters into his own hands, which I don't agree with, but you figure that one out, you give your own opinion. But yeah, we had him for a few months, you know, he was a good dog. I even brought him out to meet Buddy once and they had a little play fight. And yeah, it wasn't a nice time. It was actually around the time which I got that really popular video, you know, the World War III one.
You can
around that time.
You can show that picture of him and Leo screwing up, you know, KSI and Logan Paul.
Yeah,
It's quite funny.
No. So yeah, that's it. He was good on walks. You know, if you let him off, he'd come back. He really loved my mum as well, which is you know. No way. He's just laying his head on my knee, on my leg. What? I'm not gonna keep it there, you know. Ah well. So yeah, that's the story with Leo.
He's just vibing. Leave him.
He is. He's just full on vibe.
Oh, there you go.
I think he's tired. He's tired.
Vibe check.
What? So now I feel like we're going to move on to stories of us playing football in the park. Because we started playing football in around year 5 at a park which was near mine, which some kid didn't like me there and offered me a fight. He's like, I'm going to have you tomorrow. This is me in primary school in like year 6. I think it was year 6. And then I saw him in school the day after. He looked at me, gave me a dirty look whilst we were playing football again in the school. And he just didn't do anything. You know, I was waiting for him to, you know, do something, and he never did. He was all talk.
Well, I actually made mine.
Oh, okay. Right. So, yeah, he was all talk. Moving over to football that we played near Dylan's house, which is a park near Dylan's house where we play football sometimes. And Dylan does not like the kids. Some kids come and play football with us, which, you know, it's annoying. But
Yes, because kids are annoying. Like, kids are annoying. Kids, I agree with what PewDiePie said. Kids should be sent to an island and only the strongest survive. Like, I know I was a kid once, but kids are annoying. Did you just blow liquid on my doggo? Yeah. But kids are annoying. It's, you know, you go there to play, to have a nice, friendly game of football with the bro. And, you know, kids come over like, can I play? And then just ruin it and just ruin your experience. And it's just a horrible Harry. What have you done, by the way?
I dropped my liquid. Continue.
Harry drops his liquid. Well, let's hope me and my watch this. But anyway. Being Buddy's brother.
How many minutes is it?
31. F***'s sake. I'll send you it.
So we're going to go over to Dylan, who's going to talk about drunk stories.
And if you didn't hear that, that was drunk stories, not drug stories. I don't have any of them. I've never touched a drop of alcohol, a bit of drugs in my life. Oh, guys, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that precious? That is cute, that isn't it? Anyway, my drunk stories, I've got a few. I'll just tell you the funny ones. Ooh. Oh, yeah, there's one where I was on my way home from my local town, my local night out. And I was very intoxicated, very drunk indeed. And I saw someone with a kebab. And I wanted that kebab. It was my mission. I needed that kebab. I was starving. Went over, asked for it. He said no. Understandably, obviously. I wouldn't give up my kebab. So I took matters into my own hands. Went to fight the guy. Not like fight the guy, but went to confront the guy, and he just one-punched me, and I was gone. Knocked out. Woke up in an ambulance with the ambulance man on the phone to my mum. And what I remember from then on was getting my blood taken, like a needle in my arm, just to see if I had any problems like concussions or anything like that, because I fell on my head. Oh, apparently a biker picked me up as well. Yeah, because I was on the floor. And a biker picked me up, yeah. So, props to that guy, whoever you are. I know you're watching. What else have I got? I've got one weird one where I woke up. I got brought home by an ambulance once, not because I was like injured or anything, but because I was asleep on a field next to a school. Now, take that as you will.
What the fuck?
Now, you know, take that in your stride, because obviously, a grown adult lying down outside of a school, it's not going to look great, is it? And apparently someone called the ambulance on me because they thought I was, in their words, dead. So that was a funny one. I had the receipt somewhere, well, not receipt, but like I had the note saying I was fine and all that stuff somewhere. And I remember the paramedics being real knobs as well. They was being really horrible. Like, I'm not saying all of them are bad. I respect them and stuff, but them two was bad. He's like, he doesn't know his name. I was like, I do. I was like, he doesn't know where he was. I was like, I do know where it was. Do you know where you are now? I bet you don't. I was like, I do know where I am. I'm at my house. Like, you know, arsehole for no reason. But yeah. That's all I've got.
Is that all you've got?
That's all I've got.
I wasn't going to talk about this, but I feel like we need to extend the podcast a bit. About... You don't.
What are you going to talk about?
What?
Your pie?
No.
Oh.
I don't know if we're going to touch on that. We might do.
That's like a special.
If this video gets 20 likes,
Guys, can we please aim for 24 likes?
20, you know, frick it, 24 likes, and I will talk about this really, really dodgy story.
Yeah, there's a very it's a story. It's a story.
24 likes.
24 likes, and this story doesn't benefit me in any way, shape, or form. So you know, make sure you smash that like button.
24 likes, no less. What's your dog doing? Oh yeah. Here's the story.
From Barlamori. Oh, go on.
He's on the wire, and I do not like that. Anyway, about the story when me and my friend were in the park, and a couple of fight stories that I've had. You know, we'll discuss that as well. Frick it. So, me and my friend were in the park on our bikes, just chilling on some benches around 2 years ago, and we saw these two lads looking at us. I discussed this in a podcast over a year ago. We did like one podcast which flopped. So we were just chilling in the park. These two lads would then these two boys from another country, these two men, manly men, really manly men. You know, the type of men that would go in the pub. The type of man that would go in the pub, order a pint of Guinness, go home, beat the wife, you know what I mean? Anyway, so they were running after us. I don't know, they had something in their hands, I couldn't really see what it was. My mate was like, alright, we need go, because they could be after our bikes, which I'm guessing they were, because why would they run after us? And it turns out, a couple of days later, my friend informed me that these people have threatened people with knives who were in the park after their bikes. They were after my bike, which was terrible. It was a terrible bike. Why would you want my bike? Come on. And little switcheroo to the fights. I had a fight in year 7 with some lad who I did a video with, which I'm not going to expose him, but I did do a video with.
Before you carry on with this story, can I just show people? Can I show people this video? But they don't need the video; they can just hear the audio. Am I allowed? Do I have your permission?
What's the video?
It's nothing bad. Basically, guys, this video I recently found the other day is America's former president Barack Obama beatboxing for us, and I just thought we need to put this out in the world. So here we go.
Your former President Barack Obama, and I just want to tell you I know how to beatbox with a little bit of yeah.
I could vibe to that all day.
Anyway, I know I'm sorry for interrupting Harry during his story just for that, but I just wanted to let you know. Go on, carry on.
Twat. Anyway, so fight story I had in year 7 with the lad who was on my YouTube channel. We're alright now, blah blah blah. We were alright like a day after the fight. It was something that I could get over. It wasn't really a fight. He hit me, I hit him. That was it.
So the fight story is I hit him, he hit me, and that's it. End of story. Anyway, carry on.
I don't know what he was annoying me, so I just hit him because he was really annoying me. I forgot why.
What is the story behind this though? Why are you hitting each other?
There was no story.
So you just thought, screw it, I'm gonna hit him.
We didn't like each other for this period amount of time. He was just really cocky, and I hated him. And everyone thought it was over YouTube. Everyone thought that the fight was because of YouTube.
Imagine fighting over YouTube.
Look, I know, yeah, KSI, Logan Paul. It wasn't because of that. He was just really annoying me one day, saying all this. I can't remember what he said. It was in year 7, for Christ's sake.
He was chatting wham.
And I got lost in your eyes.
Bro, that's so cute. This is just turned into a staring contest now.
I'll win the staring contest. Anyway, so yeah, the fight was over. I got put in exclusion in my school, even though it wasn't even a fight. You know, how unfair the system is. How unfair the law is in our school. It was disgusting. If you're watching this, my school, hello, please keep me on at your college.
I don't know why I'd want that. I have one funny fight story. It's the only fight I've ever... Well, apart from the time when I got knocked out, but that's just, that's just funny. That's just funny. I've got one fight, sorry. It's the only fight I've ever had in my life. I'm not an aggressive person. I'm not an angry person. Unless Harry annoys me, then I will be angry. But I was in school. I think it was year 7 or year 8, and someone hit me over the back of the head with an art book. Now, you may think there's nothing wrong with that, but art books in our school were the size of Bibles, like they were, or the dictionary, and they was heavy and it was hard, and it hurt. So we got pressured into a fight. We both didn't want to do it, but everyone was like, "You should fight each other. You've done you wrong there. Fight him." So we had a fight at the end of school, on the field, and everyone gathered around, as kids do. And it was a really terrible fight, like a really terrible fight. All I did was get him in a headlock, and that was it. And then the highlight of the fight, and these words have stuck to me this day, was an older fellow. I think he was in year 11. I don't know why I was watching year 7's fight, but whatever. And I don't know how I heard it, because I was in the midst of the fight. But all I heard was, "I've had better shits than this." And those words have stuck with me. Because it was just... I wanted to laugh mid-fight. It was that funny. But that's my fight story. And if you ever find yourself in a situation where it's going wrong, or you're bored, or you're watching a movie that's crap, just think to yourself, "I've had better shits than this." Anyway.
Also, a little advice to our younger viewers: don't get involved in fights. It's not worth it, and you get in trouble, and nobody wins at the end.
Violence is never the answer.
If you are annoyed with someone, tell a teacher or just ignore him.
Friendly advice from your YPH. Your YPH, there you go.
It isn't a joke either. Of course, you might be popular in school, your reputation might be ruined, but it's worth it then, getting the trouble that you get from having a fight. You might, beating someone up, you're going to feel better about that at the end of the day.
Plus, there's a good chance you might lose, and no one benefits from that. You're just going to look like a pussy then. I mean, you're just going to look like a wimp then.
Not a wimp, because you'd be bigged up for being involved in the fight, but at the same time...
Yes, but at the same time you've lost, so...
No, it's not worth it. I remember these two having a fight in my school, and then the one who lost, who got a broken nose, was like, "Well, at least I got it. At least I fought them." It's like, no, that's not the point. You avoid it. The best thing for you to do is try and avoid the situation.
It's not the point. You lost. Also, don't get into a fight in the first place.
Your dog farted.
Buddy has farted. So the goal for this podcast has been complete. Buddy, I'll give you a treat after this. Thanks for that. Anyway.
Taking a mick? Is your dog taking a piss?
Buddy is now on my knee after that
Another
exceptional fart.
I was walking home with my friend, two friends. One of them was slightly bigger than the other. We'll call them Friend A and Friend B. So Friend A was the one that I've been best mates with. Friend B is one that tagged along a bit. So we were walking home. Friend A tripped up Friend B. So we ran off for him as a little joke. As we stopped, we found out Friend B was actually annoyed at us, and he thought I tripped him up, even though it was Friend A. So Friend B was trying to get to me, and I was just stood there laughing at him. And then he walked off, and then me and Friend A were like, was he just trying to fight me then? And then it turns out he was, because he thought I tripped him up, which I never. It was Friend A. A bit of an odd situation, but to be honest, it was a little funny one. Hello, dog.
I was Friend B. No, I'm joking. I wasn't.
Oh my god, that's a biggest plot twist.
Mind blow. Plot twist.
Talk about plot twists. Did you know I voiced that Barney in the Zombie RP?
Oh my god, that's it. Biggest reveal ever now. I mean, I'm sorry, I can't even watch it anymore. I know who voices him. Also, Harry, quick question. When is the Zombie RP coming out? Because you've been keeping the people waiting for a long time now.
If anyone's fans of that, I'm sorry, because I cut my head last Friday. I didn't do it then. We might get it up. It might be up yesterday from when the podcast is out now. If it's not, it'll be up next Friday, and that'll be 3 weeks. But
I thought you meant it's gonna. I don't know. I thought you said then I'm gonna upload it yesterday. My mind just went to a different place. Carry on.
So yeah, guys, my name's Barney, and I voice that Barney. See, I also had a little voice filter over it, so I might not sound like him right now. But if you think about it, guys, I think I might die in a few seasons.
And there you have it, guys. The cringiest moment on this channel. Right there, caught on camera. Please, can we get 24 likes? Well, 24 and a half likes, please.
24 likes, no more. No, I mean, no, no less.
24 likes, no more, no more. Alright, even I can't say it. Jesus. People messing up on camera. 24 likes, no more, no less. I want exactly 24 likes and exactly 24 comments.
Yeah, we do need that. Because if you don't get that, then there's no special story, which
also, yeah,
you will all be intrigued by.
If you're watching it, yeah, this is a very enlightening story. If you're watching this and you're not a subscriber, obviously, yeah, get subscribed and leave a comment. Everyone that's watching this right now, leave a comment. Ask us a question.
Oh yeah, we'll do a little Q&A. That was sort of a Q&A, but the swashbuckling Sam noted.
Yeah, basically this.
That was not a comment.
It's these podcasts there'll be a half. Well, the first 10 minutes will be Q&A, depending on how many questions we get, and the rest will just be like us rambling about crap. So, you know, got any stories you want us to tell? Got any questions? Let us know.
What about when we had Buddy up on my birthday last week?
Last week, well, last week was
Oh.
Harry's birthday, and he just turned 6. So I brought Buddy up, obviously last week. But the story you want to tell is the story that we're waiting for 24 likes.
I know,
for,
but
so.
we're only going to tell about 5% of the story when Buddy came up. So
Basically, Buddy was horny and just humped everyone.
yeah, that was the moral of the story. So I thought, you know what, a little special birthday treat. Buddy came up mine for my birthday, and as we were sat there for a bit, Buddy was just humping everyone. He was way too excited. So yeah, the next podcast might be called The Special Birthday Story if we get 24 likes, because there's definitely a lot more to that story, which I really don't want to tell, but I really want 24 likes. So if you want to tell it, then yeah, go on. Let's give it
The
24
more likes that we get, the more percent of the story we'll tell. So if we get 24 likes, we'll tell 50% of the story. If we get 48 likes...
48 likes!
If we get 48 likes, we'll tell 75% of the story. If we get 100 likes, we'll tell 100% of the story. Guys, can we aim for 48 likes, please?
For every like, I'll tell a percentage of the story. There you go.
If we get 100 likes on this podcast right now, I will shave my head on the podcast next week. If we get 100 likes. That is no joke. Oh, okay, let's make it more realistic. 75 likes.
No, stick it to 100.
100, 75, whatever.
And if we get 1,000 likes, I will shave my head.
If we get 10,000 likes, I'll kill my dog on camera. I'm joking.
And if we get 10,000 likes, whatever money earned from that video, I will give it all to Dylan. 10.
So everyone like it now.
So if we get 20,000 likes, alright, we're getting ahead of ourselves.
So if we get 50,000 likes,
if we get 50,000 likes, I will throw an egg at my dad on camera without him knowing.
and if we get 100,000 likes,
Alright, Dylan, calm down.
I'll run from a street naked.
And if we get 1,000,000 likes,
And if we get 1,000,000 likes, I'll shave a dog's fur on camera.
I will stab Dylan's arm.
Yeah.
And if we got 100 million likes,
And if we get 1,000,000 dislikes, I'll delete Harry's channel on camera.
if we get a million dislikes, I will delete my channel. That's no joke. But we're not going to get it, so we're fine. So we're staying on YouTube. Way more YPH.
Yeah, so that is, if we can get 100 likes, I will shave my head on camera. Just so you know, that's something to aim for, and I'll even let Harry do it as well. It's funny. It'll be funny.
Okay.
Right. What else? We're at 48 minutes.
So I want to discuss the channel and the future of the channel. Obviously, you may have mute your bloody mic, Dylan.
Oh, I do apologise.
Bloody hell. So you may have noticed that the upload schedule's been inconsistent. It's because one of the reasons is because I've been going out a lot recently, as I mentioned at the beginning.
And he got murked by a sign. So.
Fuck off.
Wait, did I not? Oh wait, no. Nothing.
Right. So yeah, it's been pretty inconsistent because not only have been going out, but I've been running out of ideas. So if you've got any ideas, make sure to. I remember Swashbuckling Sam No Teeth suggested that I do my train set part 2. Sadly, Sam.
The funny thing is, you still have that train set.
I do, but it's fairly broken. But it's still.
Does it still work?
More or less. Yeah.
If we get 150 likes, my train set part 2.
Nah. You ready for this? 30 likes and I will do my train set part 2. Or if you all beg for it in the comments. There you go. There you go. I will put this at the beginning of the video. If you've not watched my train set, it's fantastic.
So, like goals is 30 likes, Harry gets his train set part 2. 100 and Harry can shave my head on camera.
And my most likes I've ever got in a video is 2,500. Which is... the World War 3. No, Minecraft Run Meme.
How many did you get in the World War 3?
2,100.
Well, we've just already fingered this podcast. What was it called?
No, if you say the word, you're fine. It's if you put like if you like fully go into the topic, which I don't feel like we're going to do on this podcast.
Do you know World War 3 might be happening again?
What?
Because North Korea and South Korea have been fighting.
What?
That's it, they've just been fighting. No, apparently at the border, 2 people got killed or shot. I can't remember, but yeah, it's become a new meme now. And World War 3's back, you know. If 2020 can't get any worse, World War 3, hello, I'm back. What's going on? What's cracking? Did you miss me? But yeah, and if anyone's gonna start a war, it's good old Kim. It's good old Kim Jong Un. And, or maybe Donald Trump. But yeah,
I think bold claim here. I think Takeshi 69 is going to get assassinated. He will kick. He will. Literally, you've saw XXX Tentacion. And not only that, he got doxed 6ix9ine, didn't he? He got doxed. After coming back, he got completely doxed.
what the frick does doxed mean?
His address got leaked.
Oh yeah, because he's flexing all over the internet. He's got money and stuff. It's his own fault.
A bold claim, but I do think he will get killed. Obviously, I don't want him to. I don't wish death on anyone, but after
I don't think he will. I think everyone's forgot about his snitching scandal and stuff now. Yeah, I don't think he will. I think he'll out his address again like an idiot, but you know.
I think he will. 2 or 3 years, I feel like he will, or he'll just get in a gunfight or something like that. But after coming back, he's just been cocky about anything. You know, he's been, oh yeah, I'm a snitch, but I've got money. Or, hey,
You see,
I ain't beefing with y'all. If you ain't got this watch, I ain't beefing with y'all. King of New York's here. Sit down. King of New York's here. I kiss you on your forehead. King of New York's here. What?
So why did X get shot? What did he do?
I don't know. I forgot why, but I just think someone who didn't like him came up and shot him.
I mean, if that could happen to X, it could happen. But then again, X was a bit more.
Dylan, that's pretty sad.
Right. X was a bit more
With the moonlight on him.
violent, not violent, but out there than Tash. Then
I don't think so.
Takeshi. Well, no, because like at live events and concerts and stuff, like X would always get into fights with fans and stuff, so people hated him. People never wanted to go to his concerts because he was always in a fight. And that's why. I mean, that's not why he got shot, but that's why like he was a lot more violent than Takeshi. But yeah.
I don't agree. I think Takeshi's a bit more violent than X.
What is Takeshi done that's violent?
Yeah.
Buffering symbol, guys.
He's committed a bunch of crimes. There's one. Because he was in court for it.
What are the crimes?
Assault, robbery.
And?
I don't know if it was robbery, but it was definitely assault. We don't know what goes on. You know, there was a video of him.
It was trafficking, wasn't it? And he apparently recorded himself getting a oral thing by a younger adult, younger human, shall we say?
Nice. Well,
I can't get done for that. I've worked my way around that.
The moral of the story is Goober ain't that bad.
The moral of the story is Goober is bad. They're both bad. And I'm annoyed that my video only got 40 views. Or 50.
Mine got 20,000, and then the other one got 18,000, and the other one got 200, and then the other one got 40!
But yeah, my video should have got more views. Because it was good. And I assessed the video very well. Like, what I say in that video about the song is true. Takeshi had 2% of the song to sing, and all he did was say, bye haters, hi haters, blah blah blah. Basically saying he's rich and he doesn't like people. And the rest of it was like a chorus bit that weren't even Takeshi singing. And then Nicki Minaj talking about her vagina. That's not lyric. Like, as Simon Kerev would say, that's not a lyrical genius at play, is it? That's just someone saying, my pussy. But yeah, I don't like the songs. Harry likes Cuba. I don't know why, but...
the beat. That's all. I don't like the lyrics. Sounds like that. What? Stop shouting.
I remember Harry told me that he researched lyrics for Goober and tried to learn them.
It's not what I did.
Guys, can we get an F in chat? That's
There's
so
a lot
sad.
of N words in it, so I'm not going to sing it. There's a lot of N words in it.
I tell
Don't. Right, don't. It's just like a bunch of senses. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, 24 likes and we revealed the birthday story. Thank you everyone for watching the Nighttime podcast. If you enjoyed, make sure to give it a like and subscribe.
100 likes and I'll shave my head. Carry on.
Check out Mwan's blah 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 in the description below.
Oh, and remember, if you're still here, I don't know why you're still here. Live streams will now be on this channel from now on. So
here's another one. 25 likes and we'll do a vlog with Buddy.
yeah, 25 likes. We'll do a day. We'll do a day in the life of Buddy.
And it'll be on probably maybe Dylan's channel or my channel. We don't know yet.
Oh, it'll be on Harry's.
But
I don't know, we'll see.
make sure you watch that. So yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure to give it a like. Make sure we aim for those like goals. 100 likes, Dylan will shave his head. 24 likes, and I'll talk about my birthday story. And 25 likes, and we will get. I never really asked for likes, like the like goal, but yeah, 25 likes, and we'll do a day in life with Buddy. And if we get 2 likes, I will do haunted gas station because that's already in my plans of doing, but I've not done it yet.
It's a terrible.
Thank you for watching. Dylan, do the outro. Bye.
Oh.